Okay, hi guys, we are recording. Thank you so much for hopping on per usual. If you can have your cameras on, great. You know, I love to see your faces. If you can't, that's okay too. But we have the whole day to work, so if you will give me your undivided attention for the next couple minutes, that would be awesome. So today's topic is going to be all about diamond. What does a diamond leader do? What did I do going diamond? Why do you want to go diamond and above, right? So let's start there. Why do you want to go diamond and above? And I'm going to attach, of course, an income disclosure statement to this video. But here are just some of the perks when you go diamond and above, okay? Number one, your average pay is a lot higher than the ranks prior, right? You look at the jump from Ruby to Emerald, there's not a huge difference in pay depending on, you know, if you're a high or a low paid of that rank. But when you go diamond, that's a big jump from Ruby and Emerald to a diamond paycheck, because the average diamond pay is, as we know, $2,000-ish. Again, income disclosure statement inserted with all of this. But the average pay is higher. You also have the ability to earn higher leadership bonuses if and when they come out. So sometimes, like for example, when I first started, there was a Ruby and Emerald bonus. So when you promoted to those ranks, you also got a rank up bonus. Recently, as of probably the last year, I haven't seen that. It's been diamond and above. So once you hit those leadership ranks is when they've kind of announced those rank up bonuses. That's not all the time, as we know. Like, those are just as the company releases them. So rank up bonuses are never guaranteed, they're never promised. And it's always really exciting when those come out. So keep an eye out for those. And then cabs. Okay, this is a huge, huge, huge piece of your paycheck when you go diamond and above, is not only do you get your commissions, plus any sample cash or, fast cash on hand that you sell from selling wraps or anything that you have on hand, right? You have your regular fast start bonuses. So they changed them to $150. So there's $150 fast start bonus that anyone can earn as long as you are fast start qualified, right? i.e. getting your first 6 customers in your first 30 days. After that, when you go diamond and above, you get an additional bonus on top of every fast start bonus you earn. So as a diamond, if you enrolled a distributor, personally enrolled, and they enrolled personally, or you had your customers go to their website, they have 6 personally enrolled customers under them within their first 30 days, they earn their shopping spree. You earn your $150 fast start bonus like normal. Plus, they're going to tack on an additional $80 onto your commissions check on the 15th. That's what's called a cab bonus, that $80 extra bonus that you get on top of any fast starts. That goes up as you rank up. So for example, a diamond is $80, a double is $120. So as a double diamond, for every fast start that you close out, that's $270 instead of the normal $150 that somebody else would get, right? That's not diamond and above, but is fast start qualified. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're with me so far and that makes sense. I know it's kind of analytical. I know it's a lot of information. Okay, perfect. So the pay is higher. You get cabs, rank up bonuses. You also get exclusive diamond and above leadership trainings with corporate. So for example, I'll get emails every once in a while to hop on a training with Cami or with Sherry or whoever is hosting the event that week. Sometimes it's Mary Beth. I will have the opportunity to get on those. Recently, I haven't been able to get on a ton of them. That's why I haven't been giving like major updates about them or anything, but I plan to make them definitely a priority. So leadership Zooms with corporate, you open up a huge part of the compensation plan when you go diamond. So you are paid on a lot more of your legs than if you were a ruby. If you're a ruby, you're only paid on your first 3 legs. So as you go diamond, as you rank up, you get paid on all the volume basically below you versus just kind of that like top layer. This is so deep into the compensation plan, you guys. I have like a million videos that I can send you that will break down exactly how much you make at each level and all of that kind of stuff. I am like so not well versed enough in that to be training on that. So there are top leaders, Ashley Mayfield's husband being one of them, that breaks down like the exact science. So if you're a green and you're like, I want to know that, go look for it and it's there for you. Otherwise, for me, I've just always not really cared. It doesn't change whether I know that information or not. So I'm just focused on like getting the cabs and closing them out and all that kind of stuff. But there's so many different ways that you can utilize the compensation plan. And then last but not least, when you go diamond and above, so let's say you go double, and obviously for double, there's a diamond and an emerald. So your diamond, you want to be a personally enrolled diamond on your chart, because not only do you get paid more on personally enrolled distributors, but if it's a personally enrolled diamond and above, you basically get like an extra $1,000, give or take, on your paycheck. That's on top of cabs, on top of your commissions. That's because you have a personally enrolled diamond. You go triple, that's obviously going to increase in the amount of diamonds that you start to get. That adds up, right? So there's a lot of money to be made at diamond and above. If you are someone who is wanting to make this a full-time income, or someone who is desperately trying to get to those diamond and above ranks, like, go for it, because seriously, the business is so amazing all the way up until diamond. I don't want to take away from that. But when you go diamond and above, it is truthfully a whole nother level. Like, it is completely insane the amount of ways that you can get paid and utilize the compensation plan if you do it. So let's talk about what I did to go diamond. So what I did to go diamond is what I did to go emerald, what I did to go double. So the second that you start stepping into leadership and start truly having the belief in yourself that you can do this, that you can train a team, that you can go diamond and above, and there's absolutely nothing different between you and somebody else, the second that that belief clicks, the work's already there. If you're pushing for diamond, you're doing the things. So if you haven't hit that promotion yet, it's all up here. And there's some personal growth that you've got to accomplish, or some leadership growth, or maybe just some more damn belief in yourself to make it happen. So if you haven't promoted to diamond and above yet, I would take a hard look at those areas, because sometimes you can truthfully be like, I'm doing all the things and my promotion hasn't come yet. Why? Well, look inside. Okay. So first and foremost, obviously my normal 6 list, right? So I say 6 list, but essentially growing my network, growing my mind, watching a training video, posting and adding to my story, messaging, creating good relationships, interacting, all that kind of stuff, right? Regular 6 list. Y'all know what to do. And there were times, you guys, where I would look at, okay, I'm in a great mindset. I'm completing my 6 list, and yet my promotion still isn't coming as quickly as I would like it to. I can't tell you how many times I doubled and tripled down on my 6 list because I just wanted to feel like I accomplished more that day, and I wanted to be able to look at myself in the mirror at the end of the day, and still to this day do, and say, I did absolutely everything that I could today to be a good business owner and to truly run after my promotions. And I did everything I could today to be a good leader and to be a good mom, or whatever it is. I want to be able to say that. So for me, sometimes I didn't feel like my 6 list that day was enough. And some people ask me, like, what's enough? What's the right amount of messages? How many haps should I be getting up? And the number, truthfully, you guys, doesn't matter, because it's different for everyone. You ask every single person who's top 100 in the company, and I guarantee you every single one of them sends a different amount of messages out every day. I guarantee you they are all different verbiage. I guarantee you that they do not sit there and count if they're getting 10 haps up, that they're just done and checked out for the day, right? So you have to just start having a mentality, if you truly want to go diamond and above, that it takes what it takes. And you're just not going to stop till you get there. And it doesn't matter how many times you shoot for your goal and miss it, but you're showing up every single time. And I just really want to encourage you guys to stop looking so much at the busy work. Stop looking at what you're doing every day. And because if you truly are feeling like you're doing all of the things, your promotion is going to come. So again, it goes back to that belief, and maybe it's a mindset shift that needs to change. The bottom line is get the freaking work done. Stop asking how many messages to send and just send another one. You know what I'm saying? Okay, normal 6 list. Next, tons of self-development, you guys. Oh my gosh, like I think I do a ton of self-development now, and I probably complete like 4 to 5 books and obviously a ton of podcasts and stuff a month. But I was doing so much self-development, if not maybe more, because I was working when I was trying to go diamond. And so I was driving a lot. And so all freaking day, I was listening to self-development and just trying to grow my mind. And I just wanted to think of myself as like a sponge. I just want to take in however much information that I can. I want to be the best version of myself. And the second that I started focusing on being a better version of me and showing up for myself and showing up for my business, everything else fell in place. And when you start to become a better version of you, you are inevitably going to become a better leader. You're inevitably going to attract and have better conversations with potentials. I love that. Destiny put in the chat, you have to fail in order to learn what to do better next time. And you guys are going to fall on your face 1,000 times. Because I have. I can't tell you how many mistakes I've made in this business. I can't tell you how many feathers I've ruffled. Who gives a shit? Like if you listen to that podcast that I sent y'all the other day by Ashley Mayfield, she gave us permission. She gave me permission to ruffle some feathers. We have to be willing to fall and to get back up 1,000,000 times, or you're never going to get back up and you're not going to hit those ranks that you want to hit. So I love that. Fell forward. Okay. Tons of self-development, normal 6 list. It takes what it takes. I asked, and I basically was begging at any time that I could to participate in not only just the pushes itself, but creating them. I was noticing that, hey, the people who are hosting these pushes are diamond and above. And that's what I want. So what are they doing? And I would ask leaders, and I started to participate in pushes because I was showing up for my business and my enrollments were there and they saw my leadership popping. And so they let me in on that kind of stuff. Don't be afraid to ask me to help participate. There are so many things behind the scenes that you guys don't see that I would love help with. So don't be afraid to ask me if you can participate in those. There are so many things that I would love help with that would force you to step into a higher role, that would force you to have more responsibility. And that's not something to fear, you guys. Yes, I do a lot, but this is also my full-time job by choice. I love to do this. This is what sets my soul on fire. I don't have to do this every day. I don't have to provide all the content that I do. I do it because I love it. And honestly, it doesn't take that much time. So if you want to help and participate in a push, to put up a post, y'all, takes like 10 minutes. And I already have the content and the topics provided for y'all. So that is just something to think about. But there's totally no pressure there. I don't expect that of you guys till you're diamond and above. When you're diamond and above, I expect y'all to be acting like a diamond and above leader and to be helping out and to be providing team value and to have a one team, one mission attitude. But until then, it's by choice. You know what I'm saying? So, participated and or led events. I went to and or watched the live stream of every single event. When I joined in April of, what was that, like 2018, I wasn't able to go to conference that first year, but every other event after that, conference, green carpet, I went to both in Florida, flew to the event, loved it, have had so much fun. I will be going to every single one that they have after this. And the ones that I couldn't go to, I purchased the live stream ticket to. And I, again, was just looking for any possible way that I could learn. And I had heard top leaders say multiple times, show up to go up, show up to go up. And I just kept repeating that to myself. So anytime that there was an event, I didn't even question the cost, because part of what I'm going through too is learning how to manifest. And when you speak things and act like, every time that I make an investment, because I truly believe this, every time I make an investment, I'm going to get it back tenfold. And when you start having that mentality and you understand that this is a write-off and an investment in your business, is when you start to hit those higher levels. Because guess what? You're treating it like it's worthy. If you think that that ticket is too much, or you're not going to go to that event because you can't afford it, well, you just preach to the entire universe that you're not going diamond and above, because that would pay for that. So what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? So I showed up to everything that I could. Same thing with Zooms. If it was a Zoom training, you guys, I hopped on every freaking Zoom that I possibly could. Anytime I saw a top leader hosting one or a power hour, I would try and make it. And I would sure as hell, if I didn't make the live, watch the replay. So just make sure that you're really trying to, and you'll notice a theme here, learn all the time. I'm constantly learning. I still, to this day, there's so much that I don't know about this business and about leadership that I'm learning day in and day out. And I just try to share with you guys what I've learned throughout my process with this. The other thing that I started doing, even when no one on my downline was working, I still had everyone in like a group chat, and just with my separate downline, they were in other chats with like the whole team. But I had one with them that was just like, hey, you guys, did you see that post that they just put up in the team page? Or, hey, you guys, did you see the Zoom code? Let's hop on together, or whatever it was. And I was just trying to build that community within my team, even with the people that I didn't personally enroll. And I started hosting weekly check-ins and trainings with them, because you guys, I did not feel qualified. Do you think that I sat there and was like, oh my gosh, I know everything, I'm perfect, I'm going to start training my whole team because I just know it all? No, I told them the whole time, I have no freaking clue what I am doing, and we are learning together, you guys, but I want you with me. I want you together in this with me. And so we just started learning together, and I would hop on and share things that I learned from other Zooms, or I would hop on to get them excited about certain things. And I was doing that as a Ruby and an Emerald. There is absolutely no reason that if you have a single person on your team, even if they're not working, that you shouldn't be doing this too. You know, it doesn't take that much time. It's once a week for an hour. And no matter how not qualified you feel, I'm giving you permission, and I'm telling you right now that you are that leader who is worthy of hopping on a Zoom with 3 of your people and telling them about a post that popped off for you. You are capable of finding a quote that stood out to you that day and talking to them about how they are worthy. Because part of leading a team, part of going diamond and above and being at a leadership rank, is not only selling the dream, but then showing people that they can actually do it. You guys, like, even right now, there's probably a certain rank in your mind where it just feels unbelievable for you. And if you don't have someone on the sidelines cheering you on, telling you that you can do it, you feel lonely. And the devil attacks when you are vulnerable, and you're gonna have self-limiting beliefs flood in. You're gonna have negative thoughts. You're gonna have all these things of doubts and second guessing and feeling like the enrollments aren't there. And then you get in this negative spiral, and then the enrollments really aren't there because you're so wrapped up in the negativity instead of just trying to step into that leadership role, trying to learn as much as you can, trying to be the best version of yourself, right? So I know I'm repeating myself, but really, you guys, I just started watching what other people were doing, and I didn't give a shit where I was in the company, and I just started doing it. And I think that so often, especially before you're diamond and above, you look at that rank like it's almost a celebrity status. Like there's no way that I could achieve that. And the reality is that your rank does not define your worth. I can tell you that there are multiple people on this team who are of diamond leadership and they're not at that rank yet. And that's okay, right? That's okay. They are building their team. They might be ready and their downline might not be ready yet. I was there before I went diamond. I was ready for 6 months for diamond before my team was ready. But you can't just force people into it if they're not ready for that ranks. And I had to wait and I had to do the work to find all of you guys who want this as bad as I do so that we can start creating that layered leadership. It's a butterfly effect. Show up in your business, show other people how to do the same thing, equals residual income, right? Okay, the other thing, last but not least, that I was doing was I was going live all the time, like every freaking day. I was on Facebook going live about stuff that wasn't even necessarily about It Works. Because with Facebook, there's no live time restraint like there is on Instagram. So I would literally set my phone up on the counter and I would just be cooking dinner, bullshitting with the people who are commenting on my stuff. And I would just be making dinner and they're like, what are you making? And they're asking me questions and I'm just talking and I'm like talking with Oakland and whatever. But people got to see that I was a real person. And then the next time that I went live and it was about the opportunity, they wanted to watch. Hey, absolutely not. Yeah, those are for you. No, thank you. So going live all the time, screaming from the rooftops what you guys have your hands on, because this is such an incredible opportunity. And when you truly start to believe and feel with 100% certainty in your heart that everybody needs this, everybody needs and deserves an extra income, everybody needs and deserves to feel their best, we have something for everyone, y'all. So go live. And then honestly, the only difference and the only thing that I can tell you guys outside of those little tips that I have given you is to keep fucking going. And pardon my French, but I say that because it is so, I say that with such passion. So many people, and it breaks my heart, quit before the getting gets good. I don't care if it takes you 6 months. I don't care if it takes you 10 years. You have the mentality, going back to what I said, of it takes what it takes. And you got to have something, your why, that is drawing you to, over hell or high water, accomplish your goals. Because there is nothing standing in between you and your promotion, regardless of what rank it is, except for your own self-limiting blocking beliefs. I will never tell you that you are not capable of a double diamond paycheck. I will never tell you, you guys, there are people who are doubles and triples and presidentials who are still working full-time jobs. So there's simply no excuse, because all of the things that I do, other people do with a full-time job. I could do with a full-time job. I choose not to because I don't have to, and I'd rather be with my kid, and that's a luxury and something that I chose. But this is not something where you have to work 12 hours a day to be diamond and above. But if you are working a full-time job, if you are going to school, if you are a parent, you are going to have to make a lot of sacrifices, and you are going to sleep less. Oakland, shh. Try and be quiet, okay, baby? You are going to sleep less. You are going to go to bed late and wake up early. People ask me all the time, how did you go diamond and above working a full-time job? I did what it took. There were some days where I was up till 2, 3 in the morning sending messages and woke up at 5, 6 a.m. to go to work the next day. I did whatever it took. I didn't care because I so badly wanted the paycheck. And until you get to that point of you're willing to do whatever it takes, it might not come. You know what I'm saying? You have to be all in, because if you are going to ask for a diamond and above paycheck, which Connor and I broke down the numbers on our live for you guys the other day, that's roughly $20 to $30 an hour, depending on how high you are paid at that rank. So if you are going to ask for a $2,000 a month paycheck, a diamond and above paycheck, you have to be doing the work, right? Like some people make $2,000 a month working 40 to 50 hours a week. So you can work part-time to make the same amount of money, right? It's a choice. And if you're not doing it or you're not willing to, you got to be okay with where you're at. Or you got to just be willing to do whatever it takes and lose some sleep. And when you're at a point in your business where you're able to slow down and you're able to decide if you want to work because you want to instead of because you have to. What that rank does is allows you the freedom. It's not just about the money. It's about the trips with your family. It's about your bills being on auto pay. It's about going to conference and building those relationships. It's about building the life that you truly want, because I promise you that corporate America is not going to bring that to you. So, having said all of that, do you guys have any other questions that I haven't gone over, or anything that you've just been like dying to know, like about Diamond? I'll give you guys a sec if you want. No? Okay, perfect. I'm going to end the recording.